Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of What's Jamie Up To. And in this episode I am attempting to replace the button on my Ring Doorbell Pro. I've had this for a number of years. I've taken the faceplate off and I have taken the screws or unwired it from the back because ours is hardwired into the circuit board. I think you can get battery operated ones as well, but you're forever changing the batteries. It's a good opportunity while it's off the wall as well to give it a clean and a polish. So first thing I did was well, that just pulls off. The fascia just pulls off, and ours was attached to the wall by the top and the top and the bottom screws here. I have watched other videos on YouTube of this, but for some reason mine seems to be slightly different. All the other ones are on the back, but mine's on the front. So I've got one of these gaming bits. You can see there that it is a Phillips. You'll need that, and a Spudger, and maybe a few other tools, but let's get into this. Okay, let's try and do this while the camera's in front of me as well. I think you only need a few tools for doing this job. There's one, put that somewhere safe. I usually use an ice cube tray when I'm doing little jobs like this. So for each section of screws you take out, you put them in a separate compartment of the ice cube tray. However, I don't think there's that many screws to come out of this, he says. Okay, there's 3. I think there's a couple of small ribbon cables inside that need unclipping also. Okay, there's the 4. This is magnetic, so it pulls it out of the hole quite nicely. Here's the replacement button. This was off of eBay. I don't know why Ring don't make them themselves. The way it splits is the UV rays of the sun outside just makes the plastic brittle. Someone on eBay I think they just 3D print these, and it's a lot thicker and it's better protection against the sun. Right, I've got those screws. So I wonder what we do now. Oh yeah, we have to just pop these tabs, I think. No, it just pulls off. This is where your spudger comes in handy. This is just like a plastic pry tool that you can just put into small gaps and twist. Because it's plastic, it shouldn't do any damage, he says. How do we need to take anything else out? Here we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're into the back of it. Get your same small Phillips head screwdriver. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Sorry, that one was off the camera. This yellow piece here is your waterproof seal. So if that comes out, you can pop that back in. Okay, so let's get these undone. Hopefully, well, I don't think there's any more or many more screws after this, because otherwise I will revert to the ice cube tray. 3, 4, and there's also a ribbon cable on this board just here. Get your spudger, turn it around this way, and then there's a little lock at the top, a lock clip, so you just pop that down. In fact, I'll get some tweezers. I've got some somewhere. Here we go. You can just gently pull this out. There we go. Okay, and I think we have to pull these out actually. I'm not sure, I'll have to double check. Oh, the board might come up without it. There we go. Just need to get to the button now. There we go. Just watch the ribbon cable there. The last thing you want to do is damage the traces. Just very gently. I can see the button. I wonder if I can do this from here, because there's one more ribbon cable to get out and it's just here. Just there, can you see it? So if I pop that off, I can get the button out then. Mind you, there's a screw holding the button in. I think maybe I will take these off. Get your spudger. Just remember which side goes where. There's one. 2. Okay, that's given better access now. Yep. Okay, so I can get in there and remove the screw, hopefully. I've never done one of these before, so I thought I'd do a tutorial on it. Here we go. That's a tiny, tiny screw there. So we'll pop that there. Hopefully that's the button. Oh no, it's on a spring. Does that pop out? Let's undo it first. Let's undo the lock just there. So you just need to pop that, that's it. And then we just need to pull that away, that's it. And that's taken pressure off that cable now. I can't remember how you get this plastic piece off. Ah, there we go. The button just comes out the other side. There we go, out the front. Oh yeah, and there's a little spring in there, look. Excellent. Right, so that's the button free. So on the side of this, there are small clips. And then all you need to do is pop these clips in. I don't want to slip with these because these are sharp, these tweezers. How am I going to do that? All right, where are we? No. There's a little rubber gasket inside there as well, so that the water doesn't get into it. Mind you, it'll get through the crack anyway, I suppose, won't it? Alright, I've got to work out how to get this off. I suppose I could cut it off. Well, let me just pause it and work out how I'm going to do this. Okay, I think there's no easy way of doing this. You have to just be a bit barbaric with it and rip off the old button. I've just got some flush cutters here. So, I mean, you're going to discard the old button anyway, because it's had it. So, yeah, that's the sensor inside. Okay, just need to try and cut down the side. You would think Ring would do spares for these, but they don't. So someone is making a lot of money on eBay, because I went onto the item and the chap sold about 12,000 of these and a tenner a throw. You do the maths. And they got very good reviews, so I thought, why not? That's the one for me. It arrived the next day, so I was over the moon. Right, nearly there with it. There we go. Job done. Right. Here is the replacement. On some of them there is a little groove on here that you have to match up, but there isn't on this one. I think this might be an older model. So push that on. Yeah, that's it all on. Right, so now we can start the reassembly. Just put that down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the spring on the back. Feed through the ribbon cable. Oh, the springs come off. Just make sure that's standing upright. Push that in. And then we'll get the screw stuck to something. There we go. Okay, let's get the screw, the black screw. There we go, thank God for magnetic screwdrivers, eh? Right, that's it, nice and tight. Let's check it's working. Yeah, plenty of give in there. Right, so we can put the ribbon cable back on. Just make sure you get it the right way. This could be quite tricky. So it's making it a bit trickier because I've got the camera or my phone right in my face recording. Just got to try and Get that in there. It's not quite in. There's a little white line. I don't know whether you can see. There's a little white line where it's got to go up to. That's it. So now I need to push on the other side and get the lock down. That's it. Oh, no, it's not. Well, that's it up to the line. That's it. Click down. You could hear the click. Okay. There's that. Now we need to get these two back in. Push that one back in with the tweezers. Yep. Tell you what, we'll get this ribbon cable back in while we've got a bit of slack. Again, up to the white line. You can see the white line there. Push it in and then that's it, locked down. Okay, now it's just a case of reassembly. Right. Haven't done any electronic work like this for a long time. I think there's one video on this channel where I replaced the Wi-Fi antenna of a Wii U gamepad, which worked a treat. It was such a cheap fix like this. I mean, if you paid someone to do this, it'd cost you an arm and a leg. But it's good to see people doing it themselves on YouTube. And if it helps anyone else out and saves them a few quid, then I'm all for it. Right. There's another one. There. So that's all of those done. Now we need to put this back on. Which way is it? That's it. Yep, that's everything back in. Click this back on. Just make sure you yellow seal. That's it, click back on. Just make sure your yellow seal is all in place. Because that is for keeping the rain out. Okay, let's get this screwed down. One. These little red screwdrivers, I think you can get them on eBay. They're usually used for like repairing games consoles and stuff. You get the tri-wing and you get one of these with it as well. The tri-wing is one of Nintendo's inventions, I believe. So when I used to repair Game Boys and stuff like that, they come in mega handy. And they're only, I think it's £1 for two, these two, I think, something like that. It's dirt cheap. Right, so there we go. That's it all done. I'm just going to clean this up. I'll get it wired back in and screwed back onto the wall, and I'll show you it working. Right, here we are, mounted back on the plate. The last thing to do is just put on your fascia, and there we go, all done. Another job done. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.